Hello, friends. How are we doing today? Yeah, still on one-on-one with Marcus Ikure. Yeah, today I want us to talk on something I consider very important. And what is that? This not too young to lead mantra and song that we've been chanting for some years now. There's a burning wave of desire all over Africa. The youth really want to get some sense of involvement. They want to get included in the administration of in government, in the running of government. But the question is, how ready are we in Nigeria, the Nigerian youth? How ready are the Nigerian youth to really be responsible and responsive in this regard? It's not enough singing the song of Not Too Young to Lead. Yes, so many of us, we started singing this song over 5 years ago. At a point where, some of us were even 30, 35 years, but today, some of us are dangerously approaching 40, and you are still singing Not Too Young to Lead. It's not just about singing the song. What are you doing? Are you really serious about getting involved in governance? It's a question for you to ponder over. Because if you are serious, there are responsibilities you need to take to. There are roles you need to play. Quickly, in this broadcast, I shall be talking about 3 C's that we need to comply to in order for us to actualize this not too young to lead mantra. Now, number 1 C is community. If we desire to get involved in governance, nobody is going to put it in your hand at a platter of gold. You have to do something. You have to take action to get it achieved. Now, the number 1 C is community. If the youth of Nigeria, let me even use Delta State as a case study. If we are ready to really take off, because what you see everywhere now is, the old people, taking over in politics and all that. And the young people are not happy about it. Because constitutionally or legally, the age brackets, for youthfulness or for the youth is usually from 18 to 35. Well, you see that many of the youth today, this age bracket for them has become a waste because nothing meaningful was actually done. Benjamin Disraeli says that the youth of a nation are the trustees of posterity. So our people, our leaders today do not really seem to care about the youth getting involved. Now you ask yourself a question. If the youth are the future leaders and nothing is done about them, there is no structure put in place for succession, for youth to get involved in governance, then what does the future hold for us as a people? Now, number 1 C is community building. If the youth must take over, then we have to develop a sense of community building. What does that mean? By community building, it's all about, a conglomeration or, gathering together a group of people. They may have different ideologies from different backgrounds, but bringing them together in a common platform to share similar or same objectives and a mission. That's what it's all about. Now, when you bring these people together, the objective and the mission becomes getting more youth to get involved or to participate in governance, then that's a mission. You now have the community. Now, having developed this community, the next C you must do is commitment. By commitment means these people you've put together must show some level of, must get their blood or sweat involved. And we talk about commitment. The best way for expression of commitment today is through monetary contribution. Now you get them to donate. They should contribute towards the cause, because one of the reasons most youth organizations don't stand the test of time is because their sweat and their blood is not involved. You just say, I'm a member of this organization. You don't pay dues. You don't contribute. You don't do anything. You don't take it seriously. So you see it more as a vision of the visionary or the leader or the convener, and it doesn't stand the test of time. So for it to be sustainable, for it to be meaningful, these people you've built up in the community has to contribute. Now, let's take for instance, you want youth to get involved, to become House of Assembly members, House of Reps, Senate, to get involved in Senate, to get involved even as governor or to contest for governorship. What do you have to do, having gotten the community? Now, imagine asking each youth in the community, if you have 4,000 youths and you ask each youth to contribute 1,000 naira weekly, do you know what that means? For 4,000 youths, that will amount to a whooping sum of 208 million in a year. Are you surprised? Now, imagine you have this number doubled in the community. That's about 8,000 youths. That will amount to about 416 million in a year. If this is contributed in 2 years, it doubles the amount. And with that amount of money, you can sponsor people from the community, competent and capable youths from the community, to run for House of Assembly, to run for Rep, House of Rep, and Senate, or even the governorship position. And you know what? It's not going to be so expensive for you, because it's more or less like a political direct labor. There'll be no contractors, political contractors. There'll be no jobbing, no flamboyant kind of proposals and all that, because the people, their sweat and their blood is involved. They will be directly involved and make sure they do everything to make it work at the minimum, the barest expenses or minimal expenses at the end of the day. And this will be done. Yes, you will say the youth, it will be difficult or whatever. Now, who are the people these politicians usually use for their escapades during election? The youth. If the youth of this country, they make up the youth of about 60% of the makeup of the population constitute the youth, then if the youth are in one voice and they cooperate with their unity, the power of unity, they will achieve this dream very easily. Then number 3C, which is the last C, has to do with character. You need character. Now, it is only character that can sustain the first 2 C's. With the bad character, it's not going to work, because you're going to find people who will embezzle this money. People will be thinking of how they can collect, how they can steal from the common patrimony at the end of the day. So, but with good character, this entitlement mentality will be eschewed. With good character, the idea of running after one person as Ose. Do you know the meaning of Ose? Ose means father. The person you are calling Ose, is he your father? Onyemo. You see your mother? So we must eschew this stupidity that the youth of today are beginning to exhibit. And that's why the Bible says, in the last days, old men shall dream vision and young men shall see vision. But the youth of today, they've lost visionary ability. Why? Because of this level of stupidity. So we must eschew this level. We need character. We must develop our character. And make sure that the people you have in this community are people who are refined character and otherwise. So at the end of the day, this vision will be actualized. Until this is done, the not too young to lead mantra will just be a mere song or hymn that will continue to chant. And I tell you, before you know it, you become old with gray hair, and it becomes a song of just too old to lead, and a whole life is wasted. And we'll continue to have this effect of bad leadership until we get involved. Thank you so much. Your friend, Marcus Ekure. God bless you.